channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Half and J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Half. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, girl, Jay.
And we back with another reaction video.
Yes.
Hey y'all, if I take this hat off, I'm probably gonna scare y'all away. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, boy. Cause this, woo, I'm looking rough. I'm talking about rough. All I need is a shopping cart and be pushing down the street, boy. I'm telling you, they would ask me, do I need some money? Are you hungry, sir? Do
You know
need
what?
Change? For real, for real. But anyway, I'm gonna get it all together. Don't worry about nothing. I'm gonna get it all together. But let's get into more reaction, man. We just did a nice reaction to a song, man. It's called Teddy Swing, Lose Control.
Goodness.
That right there is top tier.
That's one of those songs.
Yeah,
That's,
top tier.
That's that one.
Yeah, that's for sure. But let's get into some more reactions, more, man. Let them know who are we gonna react to today.
Okay, so shout out to Fox News.
Shout out to Fox.
The video is titled Jasmine Crockett Under Fire for Dangerous Rhetoric. She wants fame.
She wants some fame, y'all. She's under fire. Shots fired. You feel me? So let's get right into it. But before we get into it, everybody that's out there who has not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Check your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And then comment down below, baby. Come and join the squad, man.
Half and J.
You dig.
Yes.
Plus, you ever kicking off
what?
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes. Boom!
Critics are once again calling out Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett over her questionable comments. Here's what she told college graduates during a commencement speech. A commencement speech. Children's futures, right? This was over the weekend.
There are people that are going to tell you that there is not a table in which there is a seat for you. But I am here to remind you of Montgomery and those folding chairs. Let me tell you that we know how to use a chair, whether we pulling it up or we doing something else with it.
Now I'm watching the faces.
You know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
The little Alabama situation that happened?
No.
So it was like, I don't know, it was last year or sometime, something like that. But anyway, long story short, black like security guard or something like that was on a dock of like where the boats be and stuff, and there was some white guys around them. So I guess one of them had gotten into an argument with the black guy. They started fighting. They kind of tried to jump him.
Oh, the boat.
Right.
With the boat.
And the black dude was swimming across the water. So
Oh,
a couple
yeah,
of black
yeah.
people coming down and started hitting him with chairs.
Okay.
That's what you talking about.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah. It's like, why would you want to, what kind of, why would you deliver that?
At a commencement speech.
Yeah, at a graduation speech.
Right.
Like, come on, we don't know how you not use some chairs, but
Right.
are you serious? Like, come on, man.
Doing something else with it.
Now I'm watching the faces of the wise gentlemen behind her, and they are not flinching. I don't know if that landed the way she wanted it to. Even in a crowd she thought she controlled.
Hell no.
This isn't the first time Jasmine Crockett has been called out for her word choices. Last month, she used interesting, nasty language when describing President Trump in a post about former Vice President Kamala Harris's election loss. Here she is.
A mofo.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot mess. It's Ted Cruz. I mean, like, this dude has to be knocked over the head, like, hard, right? All I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down.
You could speak directly to Elon Musk. What would you say?
What?
Disgusting.
Wow.
That Hot Wheels comment was about Governor Abbott of Texas, who uses a wheelchair. She's gross.
What?
Jasmine Crockett is not the only Democrat to use
Wow.
dangerous rhetoric during President Trump's second term.
This is what kicking the out of fascism looks like.
Total bull. Absolute bull.
I don't swear in public very well, but we have to Trump.
Never before in my life have I called for mass protests, for mobilization, for disruption. But I am now. These Republicans cannot know a moment of peace.
In focus now, Tommy Lahren, Fox News contributor and Outkick host. Tommy, can you imagine if a Republican went out on the street corner and said some of the things that these Democrats are saying?
I was just about to say that.
Well, right, Harris, this is what they're doing because for them, it's working. It's not working to advance the interests of the American people or the Democrat Party, but it's working to advance their interests in being famous. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, and Jasmine Crockett really is the queen of that. Why would she stop, Harris? Why would she stop speaking like this, talking like this, saying those things? It's getting her on cable news. It's getting her on the late night shows. For her, this isn't about legislative priorities. I couldn't tell you one legislative position that Jasmine Crockett holds or what she's doing for the people of Texas, but I could tell you probably 5 or 10 of the most disgusting things that she has said, either on cable news or in her tweets or at a commencement address. This is working for her. They want fame more than they want to advance the interests of the American people, and that's why the Democrat Party is so lost right now.
Well, look, the Republican who's running against her in her district in Texas next time around, Sheldon Daniels, has said you ought to take a look at her financials. He's not even worried about this sideshow that she's running. He's like, these are some baseline problems that voters need to know about. It's something I'm covering, I'm looking into. Meanwhile, Bill Belichick is reportedly sidelining his younger girlfriend to save his reputation. The two went viral for some interesting reasons during an interview last week.
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
Jordan Hudson is heavily involved in multiple aspects of Bill Belichick's life, which include reportedly acting as his de facto...
Wait a minute. Did I just read that right?
What?
24 years old?
Mm-hmm.
This nigga like 70 or something like that?
Hey.
Whoa, Belichick, boy, listen.
Jordan Hudson is heavily involved in multiple aspects of Bill Belichick's life, which include reportedly acting as his de facto agent over the past few months. Reportedly, she's the COO or CCO of his business or foundation.
Oh, wow.
He's got a lot of money. Page 6 reports Hudson is running his brand even. A source told the outlet, it's amateur hour and it's showing they don't know what they are doing and trying to control everything. They don't trust anyone else. He's handed off the ball to her. Tommy,
wow.
Your reaction?
She got him going.
The average professional wastes over 3 hours a day on manual tasks, but that changes now. With On Demand, you can leverage a powerful ecosystem of agents and language models to...
Oh, Harris, this is such a sad story because this is a legendary coach who's accomplished so much, and now this is what we're talking about. Not even talking about his book, talking about his 24-year-old girlfriend. But when we talk about what's going on here, it sounds to me like Bill Belichick might be a love hostage. He's not the first person that's succumbed to maybe whatever this is, and he will not be the last. But I'll tell you what, when we're talking about this and her assuming so much control and this being all over the headlines, Harris, I can't help but think this is getting more attention than whoever was controlling President Joe Biden for 4 years. I mean, it is similar. Obviously, we don't know the capacity of either, but it's really interesting to me that people are all up in arms that a 24-year-old is controlling her boyfriend, but no one seemed to care about who is controlling the president and the leader of the free world. Very interesting, the coverage on both of these stories.
Look, let them have love is what I say. Their relationship is one thing, but he works for a university now as a coach, and that reputation matters, so we'll see what happens next. Nike is facing a lot of backlash following some recent scandals. One of the company's billboards in London has been removed over Holocaust comparisons. And it's also been more than 2 weeks since Outkick reported that Nike is allegedly funding a child transgender athlete study. Nike is still virtually silent on all of it. Women's activist wear brand X.
Come on, Nike, man. I know y'all ain't doing nothing like that, man. Come on, bro.
Wow.
Come on, bro. I know y'all not doing that. Come on. Y'all got already enough money. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be doing that for no money. Jordan made y'all a hand over fist money. Like, come on, bro. Are you serious? For transgender athletes.
Child transgender athletes.
Wow.
Nike is still virtually silent on all of it. Women's activist wear brand XXXY Athletics shared this.
What are you doing, Nike? Why are you funding research about how to impair young boys?
We're challenging them to do the right thing and to challenge consumers to vote with their dollars. This is a brand that does not align with your values. Stop buying it.
Congressman Burgess Owens posted, "The American people deserve answers. If this is true, it's not just wrong, it's pure evil. Time to speak up, Nike." Here's Outkick's Clay Travis.
A lot of American consumers should be flooding Nike and asking the question, what in the world are you thinking? The best man or the best woman should win. Not in any way should Nike be involved in trying to basically sterilize young kids to see what the impact is for athletics. This is, to me, reprehensible. It's indefensible.
The most recent issues are just the latest in a string of Nike controversies dating back to 2019, and they include the alleged use of forced labor, abuse, and unfair treatment of their pregnant athletes. Yo, Nike is a mess, Tom.
Right.
Nike's a mess, and if all of this is true about funding these trans studies, this is worse than Kaepernick, this is worse than the Bud Light debacle, this is the worst thing we've seen for a company, I think, certainly in my lifetime, because Clay is exactly right. I hope people understand here what these allegations are in this funding. It means that they are essentially testing young boys and seeing if they transition them, they use puberty blockers and other hormone therapies, if they can essentially debilitate young male athletes to the point where they won't have an advantage over female athletes.
Right.
This is going to have lasting implications in these young people's lives, and all for what?
To make it better for them to play in different sports? That's basically what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can be a man, a boy, but transition to a girl, but still play in a girl's sport, but you won't be as dominant as you would without the hormones and the testosterone and
whatever studies that they're
right. Oh my God. Come on, Nike. You gotta do better than that, bro. Like, we definitely need some answers. Cause I'm a huge Nike fan. Like, all my shoes is Nike. Like, I gotta get rid of my shoes? My Jordans? Can't get rid of the Jordans, though. You know what I'm saying? Can't do that, though. Can't do that, though. No.
This is going to have lasting implications in these young people's lives, and all for what? To try to normalize the trans athlete conversation and try to excuse or legitimize boys competing against girls. That's really what these studies are going towards. Nike needs to be honest. If they really do believe in this research, they need to be really honest and forthright about why they believe it. Tell your consumer, tell your customer, because nothing about this is okay.
Nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, all of what you just said and more as we cover this. Tommy, great reporting, by the way, at Outkick by all of you. Thank you.
Wow.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno.
Oh my goodness. That's a shocker right there.
Yeah.
Like that is a shocker right there. We gonna have to definitely do some more research about that. Nike need to say something though.
Yeah.
They need to say something, like, you know what I mean? Wow. Imagine what's gonna happen to their sales though.
Right.
If they're really doing some dumb.
That's probably why they haven't spoken out yet.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I really ain't got nothing else to say about that one.
So Jasmine Crockett is totally out of line.
Oh yeah.
Just for fame, just to seem cool and
get her ratings up.
Yeah.
You know?
That's sad.
Be on talk shows and things like that. Getting paid to go on talk shows and talk nonsense.
Right.
But you know, that's what a lot of people are starting to do nowadays. I noticed, like with podcasts, you know, social media platforms. They're just saying controversial stuff to get their name out there more.
Right.
To get their
the
popularity
wow factor,
going.
the
Right. You know
shock
what I mean?
value.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, which don't align with what they really believe. They're just saying it just to do it for the money, in my personal opinion.
Well, I believe she feels
No,
she's strong.
no, I
You
feel
just
like,
talking about other people.
Yeah. But her for sure. Oh yeah, that's exactly how she feels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She thinks she being cool because she's black.
Right.
So she feel like black people feel the same way type of thing. We don't all feel the same way, Jasmine.
No, not all of us.
You know what I'm saying?
But a good amount.
No, it's a good amount that rocks with her, but not me. You know what I'm saying?
And me neither. Of
not
course,
me.
not me.
And I don't see why she would say something like that at a graduation speech, though. You know what I mean? You got these young adults going into transitioning into their next.
Right.
You know,
and she's inciting violence. And
right.
Yeah. Just ignorance.
That's
ignorance.
That's ignorance at its finest, right there.
But hey, you know.
Right. I don't stand next to that though, Jasmine. Can't do it.
Bill Belichick and his girlfriend.
24-year-old girlfriend. I didn't know he even had a 24-year-old girlfriend. It's like how you.
She's definitely in charge. She's
100%.
definitely wearing the pants.
100%.
And he is whipped.
Oh yeah, he's definitely with 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? She got nothing but energy in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Tearing that nigga up. He probably taking 3-4 by acting. You know what I'm saying? Like he popping them things like Skittles, boy.
It's so sad that, you know, people have made aging like a bad thing. So, you know, people get desperate. And I feel desperation leads you, like, you want to still feel young, youthful, and, like, you know, just...
So get you a 24-year-old, though?
I'm just saying, some people... You have people that hang around younger kids, you know, grown adults hanging out around younger kids, saying that they make them feel younger, and you know, that's what happens. That's what happens.
I know. I'm not saying I'm not denying it.
No, I'm saying he probably feels like she makes him feel young, and
listen, man.
And I don't know, but
listen, my gray hairs. You know what I mean? I don't like them.
Like
but I embrace them. I mean, because it makes me look older than what I really am.
Because you're getting older.
No, I know I'm getting older, but it makes me look older than what I am, to my personal opinion. But what I was saying is, I don't give a damn about 50, 60, 70 years old. I repeat, I am not going to have no 24, 25-year-old girlfriend. Period, point blank, bottom line. If I'm 70, she got to be at least about 60.
He said it, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
He said it.
Said what?
What you're looking for.
I said I'm looking for.
I'm saying you didn't say if. You said.
That's what I just said. I said if I'm 50 or 60, 70 years old, I said I'm not going to be.
But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Anyway, like I was saying, man, I'm not going to be looking for no 24-year-old, 25-year-old girlfriend. That just...
People get desperate.
Yeah, but you can't get that desperate, though. You're a 24-year-old, that's just... You know, you got grandkids that's probably that age type of thing. You know what I mean? Like...
You know, he's around younger sports players. They have their young girlfriends, and you know he probably envies that, you know, or admires.
No, I mean,
seeing that.
Yeah,
it's just sad that she's in control like that. Like,
yeah, he wants a young-looking woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't want the 50, 60, 70-year-old woman that's all
right. That's
up
aging and
yeah, probably ain't got no sex life no more, and you know, things like that. So. You know, but hey, to each his own. You know, he like it, I love it.
And Nike, Nike is out of line, completely out of line.
Yeah, those are some terrible allegations right there to have against your company, especially a company like Nike, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Nike is like, why would you want to even
dibble and dabble into something like that?
Yeah.
Have scientists doing research.
Right. Doing
experiments on children.
Right.
Like, that's very strange for a company.
Right.
Like Nike. Like, yeah. Very weird.
You know, before we get off of here, I was talking to one of my buddies. We were talking about Elon Musk, right, and how much money he has, and how he can almost single-handedly take care of a lot of poverty, mental health issues, and things like that goes on, right? And how the subject came up was because I think Boston Celtics, the basketball team, NBA, I think they sold their organization.
Okay.
And somebody bought it. So anyway, we were saying that he can buy all 30, I think it's either 30 or 32 teams in the NBA. He can buy all of those teams at about $6 billion a pop and still have like $140-something billion left over.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? You know what I mean? Like I said, Elon Musk, he's a cool guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying nothing bad about him. But what I'm saying is if I had that much money, $400 billion, it's like, come on now, man. Like, you got to do something towards his poverty. And I know everybody probably say, well, he can't do it by himself. If you got that much money, you can. In my personal opinion, though. And I'm not saying nothing bad against him. I'm not knocking him, nothing like that. I'm just saying, what do a human being need with that much money? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even spend all that money if you wanted to. Your kids can't even spend that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just my personal opinion, man. But like I said, I'm not knocking them. I'm not throwing no shade on them, nothing like that. I'm just saying, hey, listen, if you got that much money and you got a lot of poverty and things like that's going on in the world, put some of that money to use. That's what I would do, me personally. If I had $352 billion, it's like, come on, man.
But we don't know what he's doing.
No, we don't, and we don't. We don't. And like I said, I'm just speculating. I'm just throwing things out there. I'm just but I'm just saying it's like, you know what I mean? Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of freaking money. You know, a lot of money to be able to buy 32 NBA teams and still have over $100 billion left.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
But anyway, if you ain't got nothing else to add, we can jump to the shout outs.
Okay, so first shout out goes to Billy James. What's up, Billy James?
Billy James, what's going on with you, champ? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know what you thought about it. Comment down below.
Yes.
And come back and join us for some more.
Yes. Second shout out goes to Sick Boy, not Ran. What's up, Sick Boy, not Ran?
Sick Boy, not Ran. Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that. Remember we reacted to a Ran?
Ran.
Yeah. Anyway, comment down below, man.
Yes.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much.
We love you guys.
Yes, we do.
Make sure you guys keep that first.
Most importantly.
And guess what? We'll catch you guys in the next reaction video.
Yes.
Peace.